The Survivor Specialists are back, and my computer is totally frozen. I look like a dumbass. What the hell is going on? Brandon, am I moving to you?
Nope.
Nope.
You are fucking frozen. You're
All
like
right, you got to
Nelson.
carry the opening here then, because I got to restart. Man, do I love StreamYard sometimes. It's like, guys, what do I do to deserve this face? I'm looking not very good right now. I need a haircut. I need a shave. And this is what I'm frozen on. All right, Brandon, you're on your own for a second. Hold on.
I'm going to make the same face that you're making.
Thank you. Don't talk the entire time. Oh, Blake just got here too.
Was that close, chat?
There you go. Blake
there he
finally
is.
showed up.
Oh, I got here first. Nice.
No, we're literally live. My face is just frozen.
Phil is coming to you live from the House of Wax.
Yeah,
just
all right.
fucking absolutely frozen.
Hold on.
This is just our first year podcasting, so we're trying to get the kinks out still.
This one doesn't make any sense. There's no reason my face should be stuck, everybody.
We can keep it like that. It's
we're
funny.
We're gonna dig deeper into my troubles here with my camera.
I feel like I'm Jeff Dunham. Like you're the ventriloquist dummy. Like you're just making that same face.
Blake and Brandon talk to each other. Let's go. Break it down.
No. We're going to wait for you, Phil. This is way better for the whole audience.
This is great.
There we are.
Oh, there he is. See, look.
All right.
We're going to be on season 49 probably, right?
I'm working on my campaign now. I want to be on season 50, but in the Applebee's waiter capacity when they do the reward. They don't need to credit me. It's an Easter egg just for the audience. But I want to bring out, they're going to do the reward again. It was the biggest moment of season 46. Like the reward's going to be back. Why not? And it makes sense to have Liz be the person working it. Certainly. But like you watch the scene from season 46, they had 3 waiters. I can do it. Me, Liz, and we'll do an audience vote for the third person. Billy Garcia, Sekou, perhaps. We'll get somebody.
On your name tag, it's got to say Drandon Donlon, though.
Yes, people will be able to tell if it's me, but I would need an alias for sure. I would need something else. We're going to have such a fun time when we're out there.
I love that. I love the hustle here. You did just move to New York. New York City is an expensive place. Anybody who's watching, Brandon Donlon on Venmo. There it is.
Just in case, if anybody wants to throw me some money, I did just move here. And if you send me a request, I'll read it because my phone's here. I'll get the notification. Wouldn't it be funny if like my background was, this is my girlfriend and I fixing our hair. But if it was, I wish I would have retroactively changed this to Phil. So when I pulled out my phone, it would have just been a picture of Phil in high school or something. But anyway, you guys watch Survivor? You guys ever see that show, season 47?
I'm sorry. I wish I would have sent you some photos. I don't know. Would you have found enough photos to put on the background there? That's what I'm concerned about. You said in high school. I'm like, damn, Brandon, you going through my Facebook? Is that what's happening?
Wait, can I show this? I got a Venmo request from Kelly Nalbandian. I don't think it's gonna, but it's for $2,000 and it's me sending it to her. She sent me no money.
Nice.
But she said, "OMG, why this guy?" That seems offensive, Kelly.
Well, what's up, Kelly? I love that Kelly's here.
Oh no,
she wouldn't miss it for the world.
We went for Kelly, but she was busy tonight, so we got Brandon. That's what happened. Sorry, Neo Caro. That's what actually ended up happening.
I was the alternate. A twist of fate. And this time, I'm the alternate.
We set the over under for how many backstories we would see at 9.5.
Oh,
and it's not even close this season, but it's hit the over in 5 of the 6 seasons of the new.
Really? It's more than 9?
Yeah.
That's
in the first 3 seasons. That's all they showed.
It's yeah. That's yes, very much so.
Is this the real one?
There she is. Look at that headshot.
Whoa.
There she is. I bring an entourage when I show up places.
Oh, wow. Look at that New York City apartment.
Yeah. Here it is.
There it is. Does the bed come out of the cabinet there?
The bed is actually in this humidifier. You have to kind of hit it really hard and then it shoots out like one of those, ambulance things.
I love that. That. And Emily says, I sent this headshot to CBS for my application.
I'm going to get that. I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to frame it over there. That'd be a great centerpiece when people walk in the home. That's so fun.
I love that. Well, hello, Emily. Good to see you too. Look, you do bring an entourage. We got Emily. We got Kelly. This is great. I got
everybody. I
got
it. Listen, we all showed up to Miami in matching. They're in matching costumes now, Emily. You just can't.
They're all wearing the same hoodie that you have on right now.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
That does look
maybe.
comfortable.
It's it is the best hoodie. If you need a new hoodie, A&F, you got to get the, it's a little expensive, but Venmo Jam, he'll pay for, just tell him you need something.
I'm gonna need it. It's supposed to be a high of 70 here in Florida tomorrow, so I really do need that hoodie quickly. Yeah, and Emily here has taken over, Brandon. I mean, just
whoa,
Brandon,
she's a better guest.
Emily, pass it over to her.
The people are clamoring for the shot in the dark. Forced me to tell Kendra about Brandon's. Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
so it does impact the way people play.
But you can feel from my recollection, like when a moment could have, like, I'm again, and I'm not just saying this because Emily's here, but like we're more on the barge, and Emily is like going back and forth with Jeff. Like I look at Caleb and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like oh my God, like that's a moment. Like you can feel that that's a moment, and that's not a moment manufactured by the show. That's a moment manufactured by the casting team who sees Emily in a video for 15 seconds and is like, oh, that's the best person that we could find right now. Like undoubtedly so.
What Emily wrote real quick too, whenever you were talking about somebody watched Emily for 15 seconds and then put her on the show. I love her response to this. And like, maybe that is a funny way to think about it, of like being cast on Survivor is not good. It's somebody choosing you to have the worst 26 days of your life, set your life back for years, have every single person that sees you for the rest of your life reference the 3 weeks that you were on a show. Yeah. And just immediately
put you for some of us
forever. Yeah.
Let's not exaggerate here, Brandon.
What I would have killed for another week. Would have loved another week.
Like you're out there for a work week.
I want to read the book for sure. Got to see if it's for me. Who knows if it's for me or not.
I like that. We're like getting the early stages of the next Seinfeld here. You're gonna get your own sitcom, everything. About living in New York.
I'm gonna do the bass riff. It's gonna be so good. I'm, Seinfeld, but I'm in Queens, so technically I'm Doug Heffernan. I'm the king of Queens.
Oh, there you go. The fact that you knew the king of Queens name of the character, like you didn't just say Kevin James, you actually knew the name of the character, but you don't know who Ray Lewis is. I'm bothered by this podcast. Right?
I watch a lot where people get voted off either.
No, but I do. Jerry Stiller's dead. I don't think that counts as getting voted off, but he has been voted off the earth. That's a great show. I dig a sitcom also. I said it on Tyson's podcast, week 2. I have remained steadfast in my Caroline. I am driving the Caroline bus as the winner. Really? And my theory for the first couple of episodes, which I did Tyson's podcast week 2, and I said this, and then it kept being true, is that like, Andy in the first episode is like too much. You see Rome, the first act of season 47 is Rome's too much. You see TK get voted out because TK is like, abrasive to his tribe, what have you. They thought he was abrasive, whatever. But like Caroline just seems like so normal. You know what I mean? Like just so like, and I feel like it's not about the loudest person. It's not about the person who's the most emotional. It's just about the person who's like in a season full of people who are above the line. It's like being on the line. And I think that Caroline does that exceptionally well. And I think that, she's that for every Tuku scene, I felt like you would see 2 people talking and then Caroline's just in the back. Like Caroline's there. She's just like a couple feet away, or she's in the conversation. So I think that Caroline is my final answer.
Do you like?
And I think everybody else gets 0 votes.
Do you like confessional count talk? Because some people do. Will hates it, but I love it. It's my favorite.
Yeah, please. I didn't look last night, but please.
Here you go. So here's Caroline for the whole season, because she has the fewest of anybody remaining in the game. But I just need to read this out because, like you said, Brandon, very normal. She's always around. She's always in the background. What's going on with her? Here's her whole season. And I'm going to read these in order for episodes, so I don't have to say episode 1, episode 2. 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3.
No zeros.
No zeros.
That's Blake's cell number. Don't read that out.
Sorry, I know. That was actually that other guy's address.
But Matt Forrest, we're coming
Matt Forrest. But what's crazy with this is Kyle's had a 0 confessional episode. Sue's had a 0 confessional episode. Genevieve's had a 0 confessional episode. Andy, Rachel, Sam, they all got a lot of content early on because so much of the story revolved around them. Teeny's been getting a lot of confessionals, despite the fact that Teeny is just like, she's the duck kicking her legs as fast as she can, and she's not going anywhere. But Caroline, for some reason, getting all like, why does Caroline, out of the 3 Tukus left, Caroline, Kyle, Sue, Caroline's the one who's had a confessional in every episode that they've gone out of their way to show. It's confusing to me.
Winner, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You go for it.
Brandon first.
I saw a Reddit thread the other day about I'm not on Reddit I just chat. I'm not on Reddit this much. But I did see a Reddit thread about that, a lot of the focus of the season and now the post merch has been the Gata dynamics between each person. You get your Andy and Rachel, and now you got your Andy and Sam, and then you kind of have your Rachel and Sam a little bit. And the theory of the Gata final three, I think, is something. I think if it's not Caroline, that makes sense to me. And the story is them three together and how they make it there. But Caroline, I mean, I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Erica had episodes with 0 confessions.
She had a lot. She's the last winner to have episodes with 0. She's the last one. They haven't had one.
And maybe they're correcting that and they're just doing it like they're slightly like it's just as much as they can correct it without it being super, super obvious. But I mean, this has been long said about women who win the show. Like, I remember Michelle Fitzgerald is like, we're going to Michelle when we don't necessarily need to, but we just want the viewer to know that Michelle is there. And Michelle's obviously making moves the entire time, but it felt even in episodes where they weren't going to tribal council, you got to hear Michelle's perspective. So I think that, I'm aboard the Caroline train for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see it for sure. And I don't know. I like the Gata thing, and we didn't talk about it on this episode. I didn't talk about it last night. I didn't talk about it on the Patreon podcast I did. But that scene with Rachel and Sam, Brandon, you just brought it up with the dynamics. That scene with the two of them where she was like, you immediately went and blew up my spot. I don't like that. And then Sam kind of talks her down and she talks to him. And Rachel's coming out of conversation saying, you know what, I really can work with Sam. That was a huge scene and a huge moment. And then last week we have a flashback to Rachel and Andy on day 1, night 1, all of that. You might be right. We might be getting a Gata final 3 and the yellow curse may be officially over.
They would end it. They would put it, they would.
I'm very curious what the casting is going to look like here. And I know with Brandon sitting here, we don't want to get it too into Survivor 50 casting, but I am.
Who would be your top 3 if you could bring back anyone, Brandon? If I put you on the spot for it.
I'm not going to name New Era people because the New Era people feel like people that I went to high school with. So it just doesn't.
Don't forget Kelly and Emily were listening.
They're 2 of my 3. And again, are these people going? No, but like Ian Rosenberger would be up there for sure. Twyla would be up there for sure.
Great.
Sean Rector is up there. I think Natalie Bolton is up there for me for sure. I'm going sequentially of people that I feel like we missed. Erin Lobdell, if she's interested, come on down. You're the next contestant on my season 50
man. I need her.
Draft 2 ends. And then I'm moving through, and I really again, I've thought about it a lot. This is exciting for me as a fan of season 50. Season 50, I view as like the last chance to cash in on people who are not going to do season 55 or season 60. And I don't think we get anybody like Boston Rob or Sari or Sandra who have done this, who have completed. But is Malcolm done? Is Tyson done? Is Kelly Wentworth done? Like those people, I think. David Wright, is he done? Like there are people like that I think could be in contention for this as well. Like when you think of people that you loved on Survivor, you think of Malcolm, and Malcolm's not we all fucking watched it. Malcolm's not done. You call Malcolm tomorrow, he's there. So I think that I am interested to see.
Malcolm's also only 38 years old. So he played 3 times, but he's still young. I mean, I had Todd on the podcast on Sunday. He's also only 39. He said he was turning 40 soon. Like you're talking, you have some classic players who aren't that old in terms of Todd Herzog and Malcolm could come out and they're not even over 40 yet. That's pretty wild to think. Are there just one of them's just over 40? It's pretty wild to think about with how long ago they played.
Yeah. Also, I'm seeing in the chat, William Redmond, who I signed his hat and I cried because it was the first time I signed anything. Angelina, T-Bird, Rob, these are people that I think are Hundo P should be a part of the conversation. And it's going to be super cool. One of my favorite confessionals of all time is Colby in Heroes versus Villains, who says, this is a chance for me to see if I still got it. And I want to see more of that energy from people. Let me see this that will qualify Brandon, Maddie Pamela, Zach Bryce. Yeah, listen, that's a great tribe. We don't win anything. I don't think we win anything even after I'm voted out immediately, but we would have a fun couple of days.
I have to call him out. He's literally born in 1986. He's literally 38 years old.
Yeah, he's my age.
Malcolm is 30 years. I mean, he's got an IMDb page because he did that really good The Bold and the Beautiful. He killed it.
Sure. Yeah, it was very good.
He was very good. What are you saying, Brandon? You saying he's not the best actor you ever saw?
you know, I've seen Moneyball. Everybody in Moneyball is doing a comparable performance that Malcolm did in that episode. Yeah, I think that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to be, you know, I think about the first time I saw that Heroes versus Villains preview at the end of season 19, and it's going to be like that. They're not going to skimp out on getting the best people possible. And I'm excited to see it.
How about Rob Z from Thailand?
If he doesn't need to. He's probably busy. I think I talked to him. He's got an orthopedist appointment in May of 2025. He can't move that. They're hard to book.
I hate that. Yeah, it sucks.
But I mean, maybe. Like, I remember, you know, I don't know if this is, I've never talked to Rob about this, but Rob has a confessional in All Stars where he's like, every survivor could be here. You know, like, no, they're not all here. You know, maybe we do that. Let's fucking throw everybody. Let me add them. But I'm excited to see it.
Would you say yes if they asked you or no?
Of course, I'd go tomorrow. I'd go tonight. There was like when I got, is a weird thing for people to, I think about after having viewed my experience. But when I came back, people had asked, like, would I go back? And I was like, no, because it felt perfect. Like I was there. I got to do it. Like, it wasn't the journey that I wanted, but it was just like, I can't imagine it would be more fun the next time. But now I would go in 2 seconds. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love this so much. And I think that, you know, again, I'm not high horsing myself and I'm not putting myself on the 50.
You can high horse yourself, Brent. We're your biggest fans.
Listen, I think that like I have a unique Survivor situation where like 15 minutes in, I fucked it and I couldn't get it out of my head that I fucked. And then I am only negatively manifesting the entire time that I'm there. Like, I'm going to fuck this up. I'm going to fuck this up. I'm going to fuck this up. And that's on me, right? That's the thing that happened to me. But I know the things that I watch it and I'm like, I would have been good. Like, I would have really loved to have tried that. So maybe one day in a very specific theme, something happens. Probably not. I don't need it. Like, I mean, I would love to have it, but I can't get my hopes up for something that's not going to potentially happen.
Millennials versus Gen Alpha. You come back as the old millennial.
Yeah,
the 62-year-old from.
You guys want to hear about Harry Potter or something? You know, the fucking evolution of dance. I can do that.
No, the first time Harry Potter came out, not this new stuff you guys like.
Not Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, I mean, I literally, it's like the most fun I've ever had in my life. So I don't think anybody says no. If you get called, you got to go. Like, think of the people.
Hey, if Wendell.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Think of the people,
I was just
like,
going to say,
everybody wants to go. You know, everybody wants to be out there.
If Wendell and Bryce put that video out that we did in New Orleans, I might have complimented you. Might have.
Oh, what did you say? What was the compliment?
Well, I can't remember now. You know, it's just such a long time ago. But no, I literally said pretty much what you're saying right there. Where it's like, I've gotten to know you well enough. I mean, I text you a bunch, and you know, I feel like
I wish you lived nearby me, man.
Yeah, so if you had gotten your footing,
nachos or something.
If you like, I watched that season and I said, "Damn, why?" I'm over there with Tommy Smokes. I'm standing behind him with my arms folded. Like, why did they put this guy on the show? What the hell is this? And now that I've gotten to know you and I see like what happened. Also, we are literally watching on this season the version of you that would have happened. Like, if you got your foot. I mean,
they clapped for him doing coconuts on day 7.
Everybody would have been clapping for me the whole time. I just want to say that's not my strength is that people are clapping for me all the time.
I was going to say, when Brandon walked in the overalls, everybody cheered, and it wasn't for D, it was for Brandon. So I'm just saying, but I mean, we're watching Andy get his footing in the game and overcome, and he still has his lows. Like, he's still going through the lows of, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like people aren't paying attention to me. I'm having one of those days. He couldn't find the tubes, but at the same time, it's like, you're on a tribe that doesn't lose 3 in a row. Who knows?
And that's a testament to, I mean, like, fuck me for a second, but Sabaya too. Sabaya does, you know, so much better 99% of the times that you run this. And like, we ended up in this situation where she doesn't. And that's like, Andy himself is a testament, I think, for, and again, I'm not pitching myself, but like, Andy is a testament to why an early boot season is not a bad idea. Like, you don't want to do first outs. I understand why you don't want to do first outs, but you bring it to, you know, not ever touching a merge buff. You get really good people that everybody gets cast because they bring a strength to Survivor. Some of them obviously different. Some of them are missing things that you need to maybe win, but you're casting everybody because they bring something. And then Andy is a testament to like, yeah, Andy was almost the first voted out, and then he's a footnote in Survivor history. We're making memes about him right now if he's not out, but now he's beast moding through the thing. You know, he's got a web. He's twirling his hair, you know. I think that, you know, everybody that goes through this casting process is picked Emily would agree, because one, we're all a little bit unwell, but two is we bring something that this social experiment requires. We bring a skill that is needed in a civilization where we're restarting and having to betray people. So I think that maybe, 50 is not early boots, but 50 direct to Paramount Plus. They do the Challenge All-Stars with all the old people, throw us on P Plus,
And for the people who haven't even gone over there before, go ahead and we're doing a huge discount through December 18th. So go check that out, only for the first month, but hey, it'll get you in the door. You can hear Blake actually give his real feelings about stuff. Probably on the next episode, he's going to actually have the Troyzan picture up there the entire time. So this is going to be great. Neo Kuro, thank you. Let's go. Great show as always, guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a good sport. And everybody else, thank you all so much for listening. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Go look at the cover of The Boy with the Arab Strap so you know that I'm not psychotic for thinking the vinyl behind Brandon was Bell and Sebastian. And otherwise, yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Oh, man, we got a Swiffer. We got everything. We're ready to roll. See you guys later.
I was afraid to pan too much that way.
Yeah.